Hello ladies and gents, welcome back to the channel. We are at Bulgaria in Sofia Auto Show checking out the new Octavia selection trim. At least here the Bulgarian spec. Let's go and check out the new Octavia facelift. Here's the new 4th generation of Škoda Octavia. This is the facelift. We have the, I believe this should be the selection trim. They call it the Limo here in Bulgaria, but we can see the new Octavia facelift has completely redesigned front end and back end. We have the new LED headlights. These are the matrix LED headlights. Now let's check them out. So these are, you can see here, Škoda crystal lightning. So we have this new sharp extended daytime running light. They switched to turn signals. We have 2 lenses, and we have projector here for the integrated fog light. So no more fog lights at the bottom. Now, interesting, they added this little tooth here on the headlight cluster. Now, these were already like BMW looking, at least the past BMW design, maybe 10 years ago. Very similar design choice there by Škoda. Now, this should be metallic color. I'm sorry for the flickering lights, just the spotlight on the top. Now, the new Octavia facelift has air tunneling here to the sides, both up and down here, and it has this chrome line. I prefer the sport line when you get this in black, honestly, but this is just me. I used to like chrome. Now it's a little bit maybe too much for me personally. You have the new mesh design here on the bottom part of the grille. Potentially stone chips can hit that radiator. Not too big openings, but they are big enough. You have the chrome around the butterfly grill. Now, I again prefer the sport line with this blackened out. I did film the wagon version in Paris car show just a few days ago. There's the radar there. We still have the badge on the front. I saw the new L Rock EV, and I gotta say I'm not a huge fan of Škoda leathering on front of the car. I think the badge looks way better. Now, let's check the alloys here. We have silver alloys, kind of classical, 17-inch. Look at this, 205/55 R17. Now, there's a lot of tire for comfort. Kind of closed design with multi-spoke for better aerodynamics, better fuel efficiency. Tires on this car are Goodyear, interesting. And let's check the profile of the facelift. So a very familiar profile of the Octavia 4th generation. So side mirrors are the same, not much design change on these. These do not even have blind spot or the blind spot warning. I'm not sure. This is probably a different spec in Bulgaria. It actually varies depending on the local importer. You can see the dash. There are 2 speakers there. I know there's a lot of reflections, so not sure if you can notice. There are 2 speakers there. Lane assist camera and light sensor. Double laminated windshield is standard now. I remember this was a paid option. So we have a black outline and rubber around the windows. The rear windows are tinted. We have a black shark fin antenna. I know if some of you would like this to be in the color of the vehicle. We have keyless entry here. You can see you can pop this plastic. There's a physical key cylinder. Okay, my mistake. I wasn't 100% sure, but I think this is actually a white metallic color. You can see it now here. If I come close, yeah, this is a white metallic. It kind of looks like that moon white they used to have. I'm not sure if they changed the name. I wasn't sure if it's the car like slightly full of dust or if it's a white metallic color, but I think that this is definitely white metallic color. Now, these should be connected, and you can see here they're divided and there's 2 spots. But when the car is not turned on, this goes off for some reason, and it looks awful. The 4th generation, the Edition trim which they removed, had only the outside illuminated. It's not the case in this facelift generation. So you can see here the new cat eyes, kind of discreet diffuser, and finally Škoda gave up on the fake exhaust. So That is great. You can see the actual dual exhaust on the left. We have the silver Octavia and Škoda leathers. These should be cold lights for the license plate illumination. We have the wide lens with a little washer nozzle, and if we press here, you can open up. This one's a manual. I'm gonna back up. You can see that. So I'm 2 meter tall person, or 6.6 in feet if you're new to the channel. Now this opens nice and tall. You can see on the top how that looks. Now, if you don't have the power tailgate or the fifth door, you can pull here this piece. This is all carpet. Massive cargo space, king of interior space and cargo space. This is really big and probably one of the most practical cars. This is why people love Škoda. You can take off this big shelf. Before, in the third generation, it used to be here and then the half would go up. Now they added the entire part, so maybe it's easier accessible if you need to put a large objects inside. You can actually fit 4 winter tires here if you're switching from summer to winter tires, or vice versa. So very practical car. I'm the owner of the third generation. I love it. I switched to a Tesla. Really missing this when I went for the Model 3. I'm really actually sad that there isn't Octavia EV, but that's that. Simply clever features like this grocery hook. You have net points. We're watching the right side. We have huge space here. You have here room to put a maybe first aid or a fire extinguisher. You have lights on both sides. These were removable. I think you can take them out maybe if you use a little bit more force. You can knock down the seats. Seats knock down 60-40. You can open here by pushing down and pushing inside. If you need to put a longer objects, checking the left side, same, but we have a 12-volt outlet here. So also big room on the left next to the wheel arches. You can see those 4 tether points in white. There is another one here in silver. There's a room for emergency triangle there. And you get a spare wheel full size, so not smaller size. There is 10 fingers of height, give or take, from the loading area to the bottom. That's around 20 centimeters. So just a really practical hatchback. This is a hatchback or a liftback, whatever you call it in your country. It looks like a sedan, but it's better. It's not. Classical Škoda opening and closing sound. We can see the double ceiling here. You can switch here to disable unlocking from the inside if you have smaller or younger kids. Hard plastic, but they've added this kind of imitation. It's not a leather imitation. I did prefer that in the third generation. This is softly padded, covered by a leather. This is of course a vegan leather, and now Škoda is using also this kind of sustainable sources cloth as everyone else. Big handles, piano black, speaker there, and at the bottom, this is not a speaker, although it looks like one. All powered windows are fully automatic. Now checking the seats here, you have a lot of room here, AC vents underneath and footwell lights. Nice combo here with this leather and some sort of copper stitching with gray textile, a little bit darker on the interior part. It looks great. If you pull here, you have a seatbelt aligner. Look at this massive room there. I mean, this is the reason why this is the top selling car in Europe, in most countries. Now, plenty of feet room, plenty of knee room. The seat is where I would probably be sitting. I'm a taller person. You can see the footwell light there. You can see AC vents closed, open. Little room there. 2 USB-Cs. They are illuminated when the car is turned on, and fast charging your phone. Tall transmission tunnel. Now, If it wasn't so tall, you could probably squeeze a third person here. This is soft, the seats are nicely profiled. Up here as well, you can take this one up or just lower it. There you can see the back view. Here you can reach to extend the cup holders. I'm not a huge fan of this design particularly. I prefer the one in the middle, third generation, and you can put here a phone mount. That's that. Still very practical. You can see if you open that one, and again, a view on the top. The big shelf here is now one piece, so you can put some stuff there. Closing sound, classical closing sound from Škoda. Headspace, 2-meter tall person. In the estate or the wagon version, or the combi, how Škoda calls it, I do have plenty of headroom here. I'm touching the back end, but still I'm very good. I'm comfortable, a lot of room. There's more room, of course, in the new Superb. You have those touch lights here. The frames illuminate at night. All the good stuff, like slowly closing handles on all 4 sides. You have those hooks here, and on the B pillars, seat belts are height adjustable. Everything is great. Checking the front, I've noticed this one has a small screen. I'm not sure if the Bulgarian spec has smaller screen by default. I thought that the selection trim, which has replaced the style name, has a large screen. Maybe in Bulgaria they have a different spec. Maybe in Croatia they've removed the very entry spec, but I thought even in Czech Republic that they've just removed the very end trim and they've introduced the top trim. Before that we used to be style, now selection as a standard trim. Škoda signature there with the puddle light. This is soft, again same looking materials. You can lock the rear, all power windows, heated and foldable side mirrors, and reverse right mirror dips. In this case, you get a speaker there and there, nice big pockets, and with carpeting. Tire pressure should be in the fuel cap, which I skipped in this video. You have a room for an umbrella there. Practical, simply clever details. Rubber paddles in this case. For the automatic, a little room here with carpeting, so you can put a garage opener, your wallet perhaps, or driving documents. Keep your lights on automatic. Front and rear fogs. Steering column is manually adjusted. There's your cruise control lever, and look at this, they added this kind of recycled, wannabe recycled material. You can see the ambient lights, there should be here as well. They are red when you open the door because you don't have that light here. It's just a reflector or a cat eye. Seats, manual up and down, tilt, lumbar, push that one up to slide back and forward. Again, nice combo. I really like this combo with the textile and vegan leather they've chosen in this spec. You can adjust the headrest like that. You can see the top, and let's jump inside. You see the air vents close open. I'd like to show you the closing sound, but someone has opened the back, so yeah, let's close it. Oh, good closing sound. Okay, they've closed the back, so once again, open and close. Oh, great closing sound. Good soundproof as well. Now I'm just gonna slightly tilt so I can show you better. Switching to wide lens. Now this would be point of view. I can see the hood since I'm a taller person, but this is very familiar. Zooming back in. Now we have a 2-spoke steering wheel from Škoda. I prefer the 3-spoke when this is connected, then like that. But we have a nice texture. It's on the smooth end. Very practical buttons. You have a blank here. You have a heated steering wheel in this one. You have the sport paddles, cruise control settings, wiper controls, you know, all the stuff. So once again, open, just turn on the ambient lights and then close. Yeah, you can see those. These are maybe off. at the moment, but that's that. Digital cockpit is now standard, so that's that. So here they've added this textile on the top, and this is kind of rubberized feeling. It looks like some sort of recycled plastic. You can choose different materials in all the trims, so you can have that in different. If you don't like this one, I think it looks cool, but rubberized materials are usually bad, because if you're one of those people who like to have a little pine trees scent, then if that thing they soak it in for the fragrance, which is by the way not really healthy, so that's why I don't use it in the car, then this will just peel off. So that's my advice, not to use that in your car. This is all soft. Here you have a speaker, everything to the side, parking card holder, and this is all soft touch. Greetings to all British Škoda owners and forum users. Now, someone has put once in their 3rd generation a hot cup, so you got a ring there. You will have to replace the entire dash, so don't put anything hot on the soft touch materials. That's word of advice there. Now, screen here appears to be without navigation, but you do have Apple and Android, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, so that is great. You can still use the screen. It's a sharper resolution, smaller, so it has a big bezel. This might be case in the Bulgaria. I'm not sure why they've went with a smaller screen. I do prefer the big screen as everyone else. You can see here vehicle, but this is very fast, and looking nice. Ooh, I love the silver car. It looks great. In the silver car, I wouldn't mind those chrome accents, to be honest, but maybe on this car, I prefer it in black. You can always go for the Sportline trim, of course, if you want that. Yeah, this one doesn't have any like the touch buttons on the side, if I'm not mistaken. I think they removed that and they have just a bigger screen, so less bezel around, but still good. And the infotainment is improved. I know a lot of you were commenting, some of you had freezing issues, and infotainment was sometimes maybe crashing. They should have fixed that with the new infotainment, because they have a new hardware and they kind of polished the software for that one. You can switch this off or mute. You have the slider. I think these should be now illuminated. Another look at this one, and this one has a blank here. I'm not sure if these were ever, I think these were always blank. Be cool if they added heated seats instead of these, but you can see that here. You can press those, but this is in a showroom mode, so it might not be working. Yeah, but you can see everything. 2 USB-Cs, they illuminate when you open the doors, I think, maybe not, but they do when you turn on the car. All the weird position, maybe you should get an L jacket there. And here you have a wireless charger. This is all soft. You have a slowly opening but spacious glove compartment. They added textile here. I can't remember if it criticized if they've removed it in the 4th generation, then put it back, same as these. I think it was, but I can't remember now on top of my head. Warm lights there, pen holder. You could put some business cards. And then back to this one, we have the shift by wire. It frees the space here, so that's really nice. I love this one. Park button. What I don't like is the piano black. At least it's not really wide like in Golf 8. This is a bit better. Electronic parking brake, auto hold, a little room for maybe for a key fob. Adjustable cup holders, you know what these dots are for. If you have a Coca-Cola bottle, you can unscrew the cap so the bottle won't spin. You have that nice cover. This is soft, extends, has levels, all the good stuff we're used to in Škoda and Volkswagen Group cars. Big pocket, rubber mat. Isofix on the front. The seats were always comfortable. These are the new seats. They even have better support on the top. Very lovely. And I wanted to show you the back view, but someone just opened that. We're gonna check that maybe later. Here you can see auto dimming on the top. You have touch lights. You have all the information like airbag information on the front for the passenger. You have the road assistance, you have the emergency button there, you have the glasses compartment with a rubberized mat. If you spec a panel roof, you won't have one. I saw it's manageable, you can put both of it, but they just decided not to do it. Documents holder, there's a cold light matching the front. So the Octavia in the 3rd generation didn't have this light, they added in the 4th, I believe. So I can't remember if this is part of the facelift now, but it's nice to see it in the car. This is not covered. I've been telling Škoda and Volkswagen Group a million times they should add that, but they didn't. It would be nice if they added that as a simply clever feature package. Now, plenty of headroom, and once again here you see on the back view. I'm gonna get out and pop the front to see what's powering this model. I'm gonna go around this, guys. We're checking the spec sheet, and then we're gonna come to the spec sheet. So push to the left, just below the badge. You can see that. And washer fluid is here. You know, all funnel. You can actually buy this one and retrofit it to any Volkswagen Group model, like Audi, Seat, Cupra, Volkswagen, and it's really practical and not too expensive. You can put it to your 3rd generation or past models as well. This should be, if I'm not mistaken, 1.5 TSI. And that's that. Let's let it drop. And sorry for the flickering lights, nothing I can do. Yeah, 1.5 TSI, 110 kilowatts, 150 horsepower, 7-speed automatic, mild hybrid electric vehicle. So this is the new mild hybrid, and top speed is 229 kilometers per hour, 0 to 100 in 8.5 seconds. Not too bad. The rest is in Cyrillic because we're in Bulgaria. They don't use the Latin letters alphabet, so that's that. I'm gonna wrap it here. Tell me in the comments, how do you like the new Octavia facelift, and check out the Estate or the Combi version in my separate video which I filmed in Paris car show a few days ago. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more from Sofia Auto Show, do subscribe to the channel and click the bell to get notified. Hope to see you in the next one. Stay safe. Bye. So the nice lady in the background just gave me a little present from Škoda. I didn't ask for it, but that's a really nice touch from Škoda. So huge thanks to Škoda Bulgaria.